A lot of things were said about me on YouTube because that's how I found out that my marriage had ended, on YouTube.
Hello, welcome back to this channel, Celebrity Talk Show. If this is your first time of coming across this wonderful and great channel, then don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to watch our videos, don't forget to like, don't forget to share, and most especially, don't forget to comment and put on your notification so you'll be notified anytime I drop a new video. Years after their marriage crash, Stella Damasus' ex-husband and movie producer Daniel Ademonican has come out to say exactly what happened and what transpired between him and actress Stella Damasus. This is coming after Stella Damasus revealed in an interview how she was made aware of her divorce on YouTube.
A lot of things were said about me on YouTube because that's how I found out that my marriage had ended, on YouTube. Yeah, I didn't know that my marriage had ended. Yeah.
Let's just stop here for a minute. What do you mean you didn't know your marriage had ended? You were just browsing YouTube. You were looking for Beyonce videos, and then you saw. I mean, come on.
Well, the man in question traveled and was supposed to be away for a while and was supposed to come back. And a few days after the man traveled, my phone was buzzing. I received messages from people saying, "What's going on? Are you okay? Why didn't you tell me that there was something wrong? Blah, 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 blah." Then I'm like, what are all these links they are sending me? And I'm like, Ruma, Isabel, let's go. Something's up. Let's put YouTube for me. And I'm there typing my name. And before I'm done typing my name, videos just start coming up. Stella's dead marriage crashes. Karma is a bitch. This, that. There's Stella in this, that. I'm like, wait, what? I didn't know that, And I called, we had a conversation, and even at that time, I still didn't know that anything like that had happened until I got the final call to say, no, I'm not coming back. I'm like, oh, wow, okay. I don't want to go into full details. Dad, you don't do this to me. I've never talked about this or mentioned this, So it's, of course, every marriage has issues. And people don't know how it all started, what impressions were created, what was said, what was not said. I'm not even going to, out of respect for all parties involved, there are some things that I'll just probably leave as is. But one thing I will say though is that it's important for you as a human being to know yourself more and love yourself more and know what you want and what you don't want, so that nobody will come to you and make you see things and tell you.
Recap a bit. Daniel Ademonican was the ex-husband of actress Doris Simeon, which he dumped for actress Stella Damasus. Let's go into the recap story proper. Stella Damasus was accused of having an affair with and eventually marrying Doris Simeon's ex-husband, Daniel Ademonican. The situation became public knowledge when Ademonican and Damasus began living together and later confirmed their marriage. Doris Simeon and Stella Damasus were both Nollywood actresses, and the situation caused a lot of controversy and public discussion within the Nigerian entertainment industry. Doris Simeon and Daniel Ademonican were married and had a son together before separating in 2010. After the separation, Ademonican began a relationship with Stella Damasus, but Doris Simeon actually said that Stella Damasus has been in the picture even before her divorce, meaning that Stella Damasus was having an affair with her husband, which led to their marriage crash. Rumors circulated for some time before Ademonican confirmed his relationship with actress Stella Damasus and later their marriage. Doris Simeon married the filmmaker in 2006 and was blessed with a son before separating in 2010. After their separation, Daniel Ademino Khan relocated to the US with Stella Damasus and their son without her consent. In 2024, the actress Doris Simeon opened up about her experiences and what she faced when her ex-husband, director Daniel Ademino Khan, took their son David without her consent. Speaking about it, the actress said, "I'm sure many people know my story with my ex. He said he was going to his mom's place that day it happened. He stopped picking up my calls and was suddenly in Abuja. He lied to me about going there, and he took my son without my consent. I tried to prevent this. Many people think I don't speak up, but I'm not that kind of person. I know what I have been through when I have tried to talk, so I choose to stop and be alone. I prayed and searched for a better way to handle things. And then my ex-husband, was in Abuja with my son. My son was 3 or maybe 4 years old when they came to the US. He was 3 the last time I got to mother him." Very touching story. Stella Damasus, as a mother, should know how it feels when a parent, a living parent at that, is being separated from his or her offspring. Stella is blessed with 2 beautiful daughters, and she was able to mother and train them the way she wanted. Why not give another woman a chance to mother her own kid the way she feels like and the way she wants? Anyways, in this case, karma came knocking so fast. Moving on to what Doris Simeon said. Doris Simeon said she was unaware of the situation and tried repeatedly to contact her ex-husband and their child before a friend now hinted at his departure with her son. She said, "I think one of my friends told me about the plan. I didn't know about it because it was done without my consent. There were only rumors then, and I started calling, trying to find them for almost a year. I kept calling him, but he wouldn't answer. When he did, he would say, 'I'll call you back. I'm busy.' Months would go by, 2, 3, even up to 5 months, and I still couldn't read them. When I finally got through, it was work related. I had already started moving on, putting my husband in the past because I didn't even know I would eventually travel." Oh yes, the actress later relocated to the US in 2018, while her ex-husband relocated to the US with Stella Damasus and their son in 2013. The actress continued, "Finally, I got to speak to my son, who was still little, and he said, 'Daddy just got a big car. When am I coming home?' I told him I will be there soon, but after that, the court process began. When my son turned 10, we went out to eat and he was smiling and nervous. I asked him what was happening, and he said, 'I'm just happy because I don't want this day to end.' I told him, 'You know what? I'm not going anywhere. I will stay here with you.' That was what made me decide to stay in America in 2018. Speaking further, the actress revealed that she spent years in a custody battle to regain access to her son, who was now residing in the US. But at the end, the court granted custody to her ex-husband and filmmaker Daniel Ademino Khan. Their reason being he lives in America, which they saw as offering a better life. ruling that her ex-husband should bring their son to Nigeria for holidays and at least twice yearly since he was schooling in America. That was how the actress Doris Simeon lost custody of her son to ex-husband Daniel and Stella Damasus, who was his wife at the time. Who knew how smug and happy Stella Damasus was feeling then? In her mind, she has won with another woman's husband. But karma came early in 2020 as Stella Damasus divorced her snatched ex-husband Daniel Ademinokan in 2020. Now years after their divorce, actress Stella Damasus felt it was okay to talk about how she got to know about her divorce to Daniel Ademinokan. Maybe she thought that the filmmaker will keep quiet and not to react or respond. But unfortunately, the actor is ready for any basmos and has replied the actress without missing words of how he left their home and what led him to leave their home. He might have hinted that Stella Damasus was maltreating his son, which gave him no other choice but to leave the marriage for peace to reign. After all, that is the only child he has, while Stella Damasus is blessed with two children. Speaking about it, the filmmaker said, I usually don't dignify nonsense with a response, but when silence gets mistaken for ignorance or guilt, it's only fair to offer a quick 5-minute reality check. Today is your lucky day. But wait, why reply now? That interview has been up to 2 years because Stella Damascus had that interview in 2023. So why reply now? Why have you not replied for all these years? Like 2 years, you are 2 years left. Anyways, everybody thinks differently. Only him knows what might have triggered him to respond today. Going further, dear Queen Mother, 5 years since the separation, 3 years since the divorce, still you just can't let go. I have said nothing. I have seen nothing. I have done nothing since 2020, but somehow I'm still living rent-free in your narrative. Let me be clear, silence is not guilt. Distance is not weakness, but lies, especially ones I have receipts for. That's a different story. I have watched you twist facts with confidence, assuming no one's paying attention. But now that you have mistaken grace for guilt, I will ask you to choose your next story wisely. Because I came with footnotes. Queen Mother, let's not rewrite history just because the internet has a short attention span. You claimed in that little interview with your echo chamber that you found out about the divorce on YouTube. Lie! You claimed I signed and sent you the divorce papers that you were not aware of. Another lie. Quick reality check. Who filed for divorce? You do realize there is public record, right? But don't worry, I will post the receipts. A little reminder, just in case selective memory is setting in. He further released a message he got from Stella Damasus on Thursday, July 29, 2021 at exactly 9:04 p.m. It reads, Hello Daniel, I hope this email finds you well. I'm writing to you today because I have decided to move forward with the divorce process. Based on the recent events, it is evident that there is no hope that this marriage will work anymore. In September 2020, when you decided to leave our home, separate our family, and then called me to say that you were not coming back. It became clear that our marriage was over. As mature adults, I believe the next step would be to have a civil and painless divorce process and go our separate ways so that we both can move on without dragging our families into it. So I kindly request that you send me a physical address for the papers to be delivered directly to you. If you are not comfortable sending me your address, you can send it to my lawyer, Barrister Ernest Izedowen, via email at so address. Thank you, and I await your positive response. Stella Damasus. When Daniel Ademinokan refused to acknowledge the first email that she sent, Stella Damasus had to also send another email which reads, "Very, very urgent. Hello, Daniel. I am not sure you have received my previous email included in the thread below, so I have decided to send a follow-up email. As stated in the previous email, I have decided to move forward with the divorce process for reasons stated in said email. I kindly request that you send me a physical address for the papers to be delivered directly to you. If you are not comfortable sending me your address, you can send it to my lawyer, Barrister Ernest Izedowen, via email. Thank you, and I still await your positive response. Stella Damasus." Stating why he had to move out, the filmmaker continued, "Yes, I moved out, not out of drama, but out of self-preservation. Oh yes, which is very important. I won't unpack the full extent of what he endured, but let's just say when a child needs makeup to hide a scar before school, the damage runs deep than the skin. He's alive, he remembers, and so do I. You screamed at me boldly. I don't want to be here, but I have to be here. Abeg, what's left for a man to do when his own home starts sounding like a hostage situation? You knew I was leaving. You knew I wasn't coming back. I packed my son, my peace, and my entire life and walked out the front door in broad daylight. You watched me leave that Sunday morning. Wale and Linda are still alive and well in Dallas. We all had these conversations. You know what you did, and more importantly, you know the truth. Let me say this clearly. Na the beginning of fight person dey know. Nobody dey know how e go end. Let me be just as I have left you in peace. I have chosen a more private life now, so don't drag me into your soap opera. You have had your 5 minutes from me over and out. Daniel, finito. Here you have it. The main reason actress Stella Damasus had to end her marriage to movie producer Daniel Ademinokan. Main reason being that Stella Damasus was actually abusing his son. He had to leave to preserve the life of his only son. Maybe prior to this, they have been having issues, and the abuse might be what broke the camel's back, and their relationship went south. We all are now waiting to see if Stella Damasus has anything to say about this. This is the full story of how actress Stella Damasus snatched actress Doris Simon's husband Daniel Ademinokan, and what actually led to the divorce of Stella Damasus and filmmaker Daniel Ademinokan. We hope you enjoyed the full story, and don't forget to be checking up on us from time to time. That's all for today, and thank you for watching. I'll see you next time in my next episode.